Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So today's new daily quest is to cast 20 white or blue spells, so we're going to try out a new Azorius deck. I don't know if I have that spelled right. I'll check to make sure. It'll be spelled correctly in the deck, in the description. Anyway, this deck is there's only one new card from, or no, there's a couple new cards from the Bloomburrow expansion. We have Splash Portal, which I'll talk about in a second, and then Salvation Swan. Now, the main mechanic of this deck, as you can see, it is a prototype deck. So our biggest heavy hitters are going to be Autonomous Assembler, Steel Seraph, and Combat Thresher. Now, the way that this deck is supposed to run, we were never supposed to send them out for their max cost, like not send this out for 5, 6, or 7. No, we'll be sending them out for their prototype cost, which is considerably cheaper, and then using our various abilities that we have to exile them and then bring them back at the start of our next instep, except for Splash Portal, which is just fantastic. Exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control immediately. There is no in-between. If that creature is a bird, frog, otter, or rat, draw a card. That doesn't really affect us, but the whole point is that we send out Autonomous Assembler for 2 for its prototype cost, use the Splash Portal, and then it comes out as a 4/5. So ultimately it's about sending these guys out for their cheap cost and then bringing them back out at the end of our next turn. Hopefully we can survive that long, but that's the idea behind this deck. So we have a few different ways of doing that. We have Getaway Glamer, which is a spree spell. The one we'll most likely be using more often is the +1 exile target non-token creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next instep. So that we'd be using that on ourselves. We have a Guardian of, how would you say it, Ghirapur? Anyway, I'm just going to call it Guardian. Does the same thing. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to one other target creature or artifact you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next instep. That's the theme you'll be seeing. Abuelo, his is actually for a cost. You have to spend additional mana to do it, but you can do it constantly. But again, return at the battle at the end of the next instep, which is what, again, we'd be using these for. Twinning Twins, their Swift Spiral Adventure spell, again, does the exact same thing. And then you have a decent, Flying Vigilance Ward 1/4/4 to play later on. So not bad. That's the main thing. That's kind of the bread and butter. We have a novice inspector in here just for some early turn 1 creature plays. Honestly, I kind of view this card to be more of a chump blocker for what we're doing, though its ability to generate clues, which allow us to, sacrifice the artifact to draw a card. That's nice draw power, but ultimately, I view Inspector as more of a chump blocker to help keep us alive long enough for these guys to do their thing. There's also a Spring-Loaded Sawblade, which is very nice because when it comes in, it deals 5 damage to tapped creature or that the opponent controls, which is nice. But its real thing is the craft with artifact, turning it into, Blade Wheel Chariot, which can just be really nice as well. And maybe that's the idea of why we have Novice Inspector. Keep all the clues so that we can tap those. Tap 2 other untapped artifacts you control. Becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Crew it with a crew 1. So you have to tap things. Yeah, you have to tap things before you can crew it, but it's only a crew 1. So, and that's what Novice Inspector is for, essentially to be the driver of Blade Wheel Chariot. But yeah, we're also running 3 copies of Get Lost. It's just a nice, destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. They create 2 map tokens. That's not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's the kind of the base idea of the deck. Hopefully things go well. That's all I'm going to say. So let's give it a shot. I don't have the best luck with white-blue decks. Yeah, not typically. I had a soldier deck a long time ago that worked really well until it didn't. But maybe this will be good. Maybe this will be good. I'm trying it out. Thankfully, it wasn't a whole lot of card cost on my part. It wasn't a huge investment in terms of wild cards. Thankfully. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it does just at the end of our end step, throw it right back out. Excellent. I like that. I like that a lot. Star Charter? Okay, so they're playing a white-black... Oh, never mind. I was going to say they're playing a white-black vampire deck. Nope. Like, no, they're not. Okay. Let's go ahead and send this one out. Oh, excellent. Can't actually use that ability, so... Not yet, at least. If you gain life, okay. Not too worried about that. Okay. Okay. I don't know what they're oopsing about, but... Okay. So far, I'm liking it. I'm liking it, mainly because when I initially was putting together the deck, I misunderstood what next end step meant. I didn't realize that no, just at the end of your turn it'll pull them back out, not the end of your next turn. So that's a goof on my part. This deck is actually really, really powerful. I like this. I like this a lot. Though it does kind of help itself with the fact that they're still summoning sick if you do it on like another turn, because it's like they're still entering the battlefield that turn when you think about it. So actually, let's just keep that there. Hello to you as well, Ozymandias. Oh, I like that name. I like it. Going with some frogs. Okay. Yeah, I know what that can do. Yeah, I know what this card can do. Valley Might Caller grows stronger every time you play, one of those creatures. So, no way. No way I was letting that happen. Okay, I need some of my artifacts. Leaves the battlefield without dying. Put it a... Okay. Interesting. Okay. Not what I was hoping for. I'm holding on to this because I want to be able to use its ability. But as things are going... As things are going at the moment, I might be able just to play the cards. Creature I control. Then again, if I were to send that 3-tree scribe back to his hand, this one would get a bonus. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. Not helpful. Yeah, not helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and send out the flyer. I'm going to go ahead and send out the flyer. Acts as a good blocker at the moment. Be a land. Yes. Be another land. Ah, that's too bad. That's unfortunate. Well, this isn't going well. That's something. Yeah, that's not helpful. Very nice, very nice. So this is a pretty cool frog deck. I'll have to remember that Simic. A Simic frog deck. Okay. Not helpful. Yeah, just not helpful. I mean, I need to send it out. Unfortunately, I don't have to use its ability, so that is nice. I mean, I've probably lost this match anyway, so... I mean, sure, I could block, but that would leave me completely open for my next turn. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna let them hit, no blocks, just to end it. Man, that is really nice. Hoping this is a rare card. Jeez. I'm gonna have to read what that card does again, just in more detail. So if you will indulge me for a moment, Clement the Worrywart. Whenever Clement or another creature you control enters, return up to one target creature you control with lesser mana value to its owner's hand. Okay. Frogs you control have tap, add green or blue. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. Okay. So the idea there is that anytime... So you can just, if you have the mana, you can pretty much just constantly send it, do like a Sun Shower Druid, send it back in, constantly to give yourself counters to synergize very well with the 3 Tree Scribe. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at making a frog deck. What is this? Draw a card. Here's your draw power with your Pond Prophet. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see this. They're running a Hunter's Talent. The first level of it is target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target, which is a nice removal. Level 2, whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets a +1 and gains trample, which is nice. Level 3, at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Very nice. That's just a very nice addition to Hunter's Talent. Okay, I'm going to have to try to remember this, because I do want to make a Simic deck as well at some point. But very nice, very interesting. Okay. With that, I think we showed off the deck pretty good. 2 matches, one pretty much perfect match, and the other one showing that this is still fallible, in that you can't, if you're not getting your prototype cards, you're not using the deck to its full potential now, are you? So I'm okay with that, and I got a pretty good idea for another deck, which I think I'm going to be looking at right after I've stopped the recording. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is posted to the channel, do not forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.